Hello dear children, welcome to English Kingdom. The topic which today we are going to discuss is speech writing. Speech writing is a question which is generally asked in part B in writing section, and this question is of 5 marks. So one alternative question also appears, that is debate writing, that we will be talking about separately in a separate video. But right now we are going to talk about speech writing. Let's have a talk about this one. The word speech is made of the word speak. When we speak, a narration creates. Narration means description. And that description is called speech. Speech is different from conversation. How is speech different from conversation? Speech is one-way communication, while in conversation both speakers and listeners take part effectively. This is the first difference. In speech, only one person speaks and others are supposed to listen. While in conversation, what happens? Speakers and listeners actively participate in interaction. Speech is addressed to many people, while a conversation may be limited to one person also. Speech is generally delivered to many people. Many people are addressed in that one, while a conversation is limited to one person only, means one person also. It means to say, if you are talking with your friend, that is a conversation, that is not a speech. So this is just for general information. This is not asked in the examination, that what is the difference between speech and conversation. This is only simply to make a preamble of the topic which we are going to discuss. Let's go to the next slide. Characteristics of a good speech. While you write the speech and the speech is evaluated by the examiner, then what are those things which are kept in mind while evaluating that one? What is a good speech? What are the qualities of a good speech? Number one, a good speech has 3 parts. The first one is beginning, middle, and end. So you see, in examination, a speech is evaluated on 3 main heads. Means a speech is of 5 marks and it is evaluated on the basis of 3 points. What are those 3 points? The first one is format. For format, you are given 1 mark. The second one is content. Content means the subject, means the theme, the matter which you have supplied, particularly related to that topic. And the remaining 2 marks are given for expression, grammatical parts, language efficiency. So this is the split of the total marks of the speech, that how it is evaluated. So as far as this first part is concerned, first point is concerned, this forms the format. Beginning, middle, and end. So whenever the marks for format are given, it is seen there whether there is a good beginning, whether there is a middle, whether there is end. If it is there, you are awarded 1 mark for that. A good speech uses conversational language. It uses salutation like sir, madam, friends, teachers, etc. frequently. A good speech uses conversational language. Now, as I have said, that a speech is evaluated on the basis of 3 points. The first point is format, which we have talked about here. And the second part is content. For content, you are awarded 2 marks. And content may be different by speech, from one speech to another speech, because the subject is different. That's why content also will be different. And the third main point on the basis of which the speech is evaluated, that is your language. And language consists of grammar and the type of your language which you are using. So speech always should have a conversational language. Conversational language means the language which creates a conversation, means the language which we generally use while doing the conversation. That is called conversation. So it uses salutations like sir, madam, friends, and teachers, etc. That means to say, after every 2 or 3 sentences, you should begin your sentence with these salutations like sir, I would like to attract your attention towards, madam, do you agree with me, Friends, this is a very much important thing for all of you. Teachers, you will appreciate that like that. So in that way, it becomes conversational language. Okay, a good speech uses tag questions like isn't it, want you, have they. Tag questions. What are tag questions? Tag questions are short questions which are generally asked at the end of a long question. Suppose if I say I am a teacher or you are a student. Just for example, if I say you are a student, then I ask a tag question, aren't you? Are you? So these are the tag questions which are generally asked after the end of a sentence. For example, it is very cold today. The tag question becomes isn't it? Okay, the second sentence is you will come with me. The tag question becomes won't you? They have not come. The tag question becomes have they? So these types of tag questions also should be used in a good speech. So how are they used? I will be showing it you later on out. A good speech uses the examples and quotations to grab the attention of listeners. As many as examples if you use and quotations you use, this grabs the attention of the readers. So it becomes a very good, efficient or effective speech. Okay. Three parts of a speech. The first one is beginning. We can start a speech like following lines. This is the standard beginning. Standard beginning means in every speech you can use these lines. What are those lines? Good morning everyone. I am XYZ, a student of class 11th. I feel highly privileged to stand before you to deliver a speech on the topic, and then you are supposed to write the name of the topic here. So these three lines are the standard lines. For every speech, you can use these lines. So there is no harm in that one. This is the standard beginning. Okay. Next one is middle. In the middle part, we develop the topic generally on following outline. So this middle part is all about the content. Means you need to understand the title. You need to understand the main topic on which you are going to speak your speech, deliver your speech. Then you have to give information about that particular content. So what should it be? First you have to introduce the topic. Then if it is a problem, you are supposed to tell the causes of the problem. Then you will be showing the effects, and then you will be showing the solutions. It should equally be divided. All the heads should be given equal attention. It's not like that you have started with introduction to the topic and you are so much entangled in the first part only that you are not aware of the second, third and fourth part. That does not become a good speech. So all these things you are supposed to keep in your mind. Okay, next is middle. We can use following sentences in any speech to make it effective. In middle part also there are some standard sentences which you can use. Like first sentence is, before we proceed, we need to understand the problem. This is a standard sentence which you can use. So how does this problem affect us? I hope you agree with me. Now let's talk about its causes. We need to take steps within time lest it should get late. Who is responsible for this? Friends, we ourselves are responsible. Is this problem solutionless? Here it should be a question. Is this problem solutionless? The answer is no. There are many solutions. All need to work in unison to get rid of this problem. So what are these sentences? Actually, these sentences are those particular standard sentences which can be used in the middle of any speech. You can use them. So obviously you have earned a lot of sentences in advance. So now what you are supposed to do? Only you have to mix these sentences with the content or with the theme which has been supplied to you, which you are supposed to speak. Okay, then comes end. To end a speech, we can use following draft. That also is a standard draft. Thank you very much for lending me ears. I appreciate all of you for being such a great audience. Have a great day ahead. This also is fixed language that you can use at the end. So I'm going to show you one example of a speech. Look at this. Suppose you are Ritesh Inani, a student of Kendriya Vidyalaya Chittorgarh. You have been asked to deliver an online speech on the topic COVID-19. a serious threat to the world. So what you are supposed to do? First, you will be making a title speech. Then that standard beginning. Good morning, everyone. I am Ritesh Inani. Here it was, there it was, I am XYZ, but now it has become Ritesh Inani because the name is suggested in the question itself. The same name we are supposed to use back. A student of class 11th, I feel highly privileged to stand before you to deliver a speech on the topic COVID-19, a serious threat to the world. Now see, the lines which are in black, all these are the standard line which we have used from that particular suggestion. Otherwise, all other things are related to the theme, related to the content. Look at this one. Exactly 1 year ago, the world was preparing joyously to welcome the new year 2020. At that time, no one knew that the year was having a bitter surprise in the form of a devil, namely COVID-19. Today, we are standing at the door of 2021, yet thinking how to overcome this devil. So this is introduction. Now we have come to the content. In that way, we can introduce our topic. Before we proceed, we need to understand what COVID-19 is. So more information is being given about COVID-19. Well, friends, it is the member of a coronavirus which has been already existing in this world for a long time. But the problem is that it is more contagious and deadly. It is threatening and killing people. Cold, fever, cough, loss of smell, and taste are some of its symptoms. Aren't they the symptoms of common flu also? Well, yes. This is the problem. People think they have a common flu and the devil reaches to their lungs and kill them. In many of the bodies, it does not show any symptom. They become spreaders of the disease. Friends, if you have children and elderly people at your home, you need to take a little more care. Now look at this one. At many for the beginning of many sentences, we have used these salutation, friends, like this. So if you use these salutations, your language automatically becomes more conversational. This is the thing. You are so likely to use more the words like I, we, you. You will be using these words only. So in that way, it will be giving the impression as if you are talking to another person. So this is the language of a speech. You must have heard about our Honorable Prime Minister also giving a speech, delivering a speech. At every beginning of a sentence, he generally addresses the people like mitron, bhaiyon, behno. So this is simply a mechanism of developing a language to conversational language. Okay, I hope you agree with me. Now let's talk about its causes. Where has this deadly virus come from? Well, friends, let me tell you, no one knows. Let me tell you, this also is a phrase. This phrase makes any draft conversational. People are only speculating. We need to take steps in time lest it should get late. There is no medicine available. Scientists are working on vaccines. Those have shown some promising results. But friends, you must have heard that prevention is better than cure. Now look at this one. This is what to say. I just wanted to tell you about that one, that you should include more examples and quotations also. So we have used this particular saying or proverb, prevention is better than cures, to make our speech more effective. So I urge all of you, look at this particular draft. Everywhere we are using I, you, we. So what is it doing? It is connecting us to the audience. I urge all of you to wear masks, wash hands properly with a soap, and avoid crowds. Avoid touching your nose, eyes and mouth. If you develop fever, cough and cold, don't panic and get a test of yourself and isolate. In that way, you can save not only yourself but also others. Thank you very much for lending me ears. I appreciate all of you for being such a great audience. Have a great day ahead. So you could see some of the lines are fixed lines which we generally can use in a speech, and we are supposed to mix those particular lines with the content, with the theme, the demand of the topic, and then a great speech automatically becomes. I hope I could make you understand my point. If yet there is any problem, please drop a comment in the comment box. I will be solving that. So thank you very much for watching.